We're back with Jeff Chung, President and General Manager of KBFD TV. So Jeff, you're involved in the Hawaii International Film Festival. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
The Hawaii International Film Festival is a non-profit organization in the state of Hawaii. Our primary title sponsor is Louis Vuitton, and we're the only film festival in the U.S. that is sponsored by Louis Vuitton, which is a great honor.
Why would they want to sponsor this?
Well, they have a purpose to promote culture, and our mission statement for the Hawaii International Film Festival is to promote culture through the medium of film. And I think it was a good synergy, and they believed in us. And what we try to do is bring in a lot of, because of our Pacific Rim focus, we try to bring a lot of Asian films here and promote them to the U.S.
Actually, that would probably make sense for Louis Vuitton, right? Because a lot of their buyers are probably in Japan and some of the areas where they have wealthy
I believe
Asians.
Waikiki, the Waikiki location and the Ala Moana location is doing extremely well.
I think
of the
that
Japanese tourists.
In the United States, there's not even that many Louis Vuittons in general, right? It's just the ones in Hawaii, almost. Maybe one or two besides that in the continental U.S.
Well, I'm not sure about their the amount of stores that they have throughout the U.S., but I do know that the Hawaii stores are doing well.
So what impact does the Hawaii Film Festival have on the economy or on culture? What have you seen?
Well, a lot of local people here take a big acceptance to Korean dramas, and Korean cinema has been really taken off at the same time. So if you've noticed, a lot of film festivals around the world are giving awards to Korean films. And we've seen that a lot of the Korean films during our film festival always sell out, and by genre or by country, it's the most profitable segment for us, the Korean section. And a lot of the film goers are non-Korean, obviously because a lot of the Korean people probably just rent it on video, before it's released.
So are you the head of the International Film Festival?
Yes. Last year was my first year as chairman of the board and also president, and it was also our 25th anniversary. It was a big undertaking, and this is my second year and our 26th year for the festival.
And how has this even grown from the first year?
Just with sponsors alone, I'm very close to signing a deal with an international sponsor, a very big sponsor, and our title is the Hawaii International Film Festival. So to bring in an international sponsor, it means a lot to me, and it also gives us some more leverage or the ability to put on a better show or a better festival.
So I think that listeners being in business can gain something from understanding how do you actually get a sponsor? What do you say to them? How do you find them? How do you know who to talk to?
Well, fortunately for me, this company in Japan has a lot of interest in film, and they have invested a lot of money in independent films as well. Their primary business is actually convenience stores. They're one of the largest convenience store chains in Japan. And so it was a good tie-in, and I think also because of the Louis Vuitton name, Hawaii builds a very boutique-type image, and they wanted to be involved with that.
So do they contact you, or do you find them? How does this happen?
What happened was the intermediary, who was a friend of mine, is also a producer, and she visited the Hawaii International Film Festival many years ago, and she really took a liking to our festival, and she also played a big part in putting this together. So
she works with the company that may sponsor, or she was just kind of like a broker of some sort?
Just a friendly broker. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then when they engage with you, do you make the call to them? They call you? How does this work?
Well, our contact in Japan contacts both parties, and we actually had a meeting 2 months ago in Hawaii, and hopefully they'll be coming in May to sign the agreement.
Okay. And then when you're trying to get sponsors or advertisers on the television station,
yes,
do you actually go into your network of clients already, or your friends and family, or how do someone get sponsors for something like that?
Fortunately for me nowadays, a lot of our clients know the value of KBFD today, and in most cases their mother or their sister or their aunt is watching, or even their daughter, and I guess it triggers in their mind as far as a marketing strategy, and they call me. So there's less legwork on my part nowadays to go out there and to find new sponsors. It's usually, if I find one client, they'll introduce me to another client, and it just kind of networks on from there.
It's kind of interesting that you said that in regards to the auntie, the mother, the grandmother, or the daughter. It seems like it's the females. Was that always your target, or did it just somehow evolve into this?
Our research just shows that our audience is primarily, or the majority, are female, and definitely 35 plus. We're definitely strong in that demographic.
But then it seems that older people listen too. Your dad listens. I mean, watches.
Yeah.
Every night. I mean, he's got the VCR. He needs a TiVo or something.
You know, I've had so many cases where the husband and wife, the husband will say, "Oh yeah, my wife is watching all the time." But when I talk to the wife, she's always saying, "Yeah, it's actually my husband who's watching." So a lot of the men, I guess they feel a little shy about saying I watch Korean dramas, maybe because it's...
I don't know. My grandma and her dad, my grandma loves her dad.
They can talk about it all day, all night.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more on Greater Good Radio.